Welcome back to the Slash. Today we have some fresh leaks about Cyrene, and honestly, she's shaping up to be a pretty intriguing addition to Honkai's star rating. Now, as always, remember that this info is based on leaks and beta data, so things could change when the official patch drops. I also wanted to mention that in the end of the video, I have a little surprise for everyone, so stick in for that, okay? So for starters, Cyrene's Memosprit mechanics are actually quite different from what many of us expected. She doesn't summon some flashy external spirit or spectral companion. Instead, she herself acts as the Memosprit, which is a neat twist. Personally, I was a little surprised by this. Looking at her art and the pink accents around her, you can kind of see how it fits, but it still feels like a clever reveal that flips expectations. Now onto her kit. Cyrene has two forms, and each serves a distinct purpose. Her passive memory form lets her shield allies with Echo Shield, storing damage as memory fragments. When the team takes a hit, her Recall Ultimate can heal and remove debuffs, turning damage into protection. Flip her into active memory, and she becomes more aggressive, using fragments to apply Fractured on enemies, and firing off Replay to mimic an ally's last move. It's a really flexible design. You can either play her defensively to sustain your team or push damage when needed. Visually, her Memosprit appears as a pink, winged companion, while her adult form is elegant, barefoot, with wings, a flower crown, and a glowing bow that shoots starlit arrows. Her talent boosts party-wide DF Ignore and True Damage, scaling with each ally, which adds a nice punch to her supportive and offensive capabilities. Lore-wise, there are hints that she's closely connected to Elysia. She calls herself the daughter of Hades Elysiae, which could imply she's a successor or a shard of Elysia's memory. This makes her story and her kit feel tightly intertwined, which is always a plus in these releases. From a gameplay perspective, early beta whispers suggested she might be a universal support, but the latest leaks indicate she's more of a hybrid. She's strongest with the Chrysos heirs, but still useful in other setups. This feels like a smart compromise. She has identity, avoids territory conflicts, and remains relevant outside her main archetype. So for players invested in Remembrance Path characters, Cyrene is likely the missing piece that can tie teams together. For others, she's still a solid addition, but not necessarily a must-pull. Either way, she looks like she'll make a big impact once 3.7 goes live. And before you leave, it's time for a little surprise, and I hope you will like it.
私たちが作れなかった未来を作りなさい。
If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more leak content. And again, remember, this is all based on leaks and beta info. So until next time, stay tuned and keep your shards ready.